New hat for 2025. Everybody's out working today. Plus it's fucking windy out too. Well guys, so yeah. So the old burning of the old hat. I didn't really get much of that in the video, but it was time. It was time for a new hat. This is just my work hat. I got going to town hat too, but I think that other hat I've had for a couple of years now, I think. So there was nothing wrong with it. It was just getting dirty and oily and disgusting. Not that that really matters because it's a work hat, but I get so many of these bloody freaking things that I could probably go through a hat every year. So pretty much like what Mike did from Our Wyoming Life. He would get a new hat every year. He'd have a winter hat and then you'd have a summer hat. So I feel like that's what I could be doing because I got so many blasted hats. Of course, none of them are cowboy hats. They're just regular hats like this. But for one, I don't think I would look good in a cowboy hat, and two, they're pretty expensive, even for. I mean, because I want something decent. I don't want something that's crappy and it's going to fall apart after a couple of months. But they're expensive no matter what. And plus, I'd get them dirty so damn fast that it's almost not worth the money, you know. And these I get for free because the young guy gets them pretty much all the time when he takes cattle to the auction. Like if I have an auction hat, if you notice the one that says livestock on it, that's where the cattle go when they get sold off. And then this one, whatever it is, he gets them from a different place. This one's a little bit nicer because it's got the vent holes on the back. My other hat didn't have that. So, but yeah, so it was time for a new hat. So, because I got so many of them, you know, and they're gonna get pretty much messed up after a year or two anyway. So why not? And then we normally it doesn't happen, but the young guy called and said to come and get another bale. Just because he thinks he's gonna have a pretty busy week ahead, so he doesn't even know if he's gonna be around. Well, he'll probably be around, but he's gonna be going back and forth between his place and then his dad's place, so he doesn't know if he's gonna. And plus, they're talking rain too. They were supposedly talking rain tonight. I don't know. I haven't really looked. The last time I looked, they were saying a 40% chance for tonight, but I don't know that. Then that one day that we were supposed to get 70, and the other day that was supposed to get 80. Yeah, wasn't going to happen. Of course, they backed that all the way down to 60 something, which is still good, but I don't know. But yeah, they were talking a few days here and there that there was a chance of rain, but I don't know. Last time I looked, it was only like a 40% chance. But they could change it too. So, but we also could get a lot of rain too, because we don't have any snow now. There's like a tiny little bit of snow left in certain areas, but they're probably no bigger than my hand. Yeah. Actually, today would have been a good day to harrow the cow pies down, because if we did get that rain, well then the rain could drive it in a little more and get rid of it, but I'm not doing it. I just got done burning, obviously. Burned all the damn trash, the boxes and whatever. And of course, they were saying that as the day got longer, or got later into the day, I guess I should say, the winds were supposed to pick up. And they picked up quite a bit since this morning. I didn't get out till about noon to burn, and even by then it was already getting so damn windy I didn't even know if I really wanted to do it. But I was already pretty much committed to it. I already loaded all this shit up, so it's like it's gonna happen regardless of what the wind does. Because I want to get done. So, but yeah. So, and then yeah. And then the young guy called. He called my grandma first, but the uncle was already out. My uncle was already out on the 400. He was hauling some trash to the junk pile. I was burning. So mother hollers, and you know, she says that young guy wants you to come and get a bale. We're probably gonna go. I don't know. We want to get one more yet. But the young guy's thinking maybe tomorrow we'd go back and get another one. Depending on, just, you know, all depends on what he's doing and what the weather's going to be like. And I got to pick that tree up too. I'm sure the A can handle that. So I also did talk to the young guy, just, I don't know, pick his brain a little bit, or not really pick his brain, I guess. It's just pretty much just asked him if he was still wanting to get rid of the old timers round baler. So, but the young guy said that last year he pushed it into the bush, I guess next to the other baler that's out there too, because he says it was in the way, and he finally got around to putting a new roof, I guess, on that building that it was sitting next to. So he wanted the baler out of the way, so he just went through it in his bush there for now. They said the last time that he moved it there, which would have been last year, he said the tires were still full of air. So out of all those years that it's been sitting, those tires have held air. So, but depending on how things go, if he'll have the time or not, because he'll have to pull it out with the tractor, because he says it's in a mud hole, and well, obviously the Blazer would you just bury the Blazer trying to go through that mud. So basically said, well, if you happen to think about it, you know, or whatever, just pull her on out, and whenever we come to get a bale, we'll hook this thing up to it and pull it home. He says the Tahoe should have no trouble pulling it, so I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so I guess we'll just see what happens. But if he thinks about it, I imagine he'll look it over. Mostly just the tires, because you obviously want to make it home on the tires. So if we think about it, then we'll or if he thinks about it, then I guess we'll be coming home with a new to me 851 New Holland round baler. He doesn't want anything for it, which I know that alone should be a red flag. But I don't know, the last time that the old timer used it, it was still running, but it was, I think it was still good, but it was just the problem, the pickup head was kind of junk, which I could just easily go find another one. Actually, the one that's on there now supposedly come off the young guy's 851, because he had one too way back in the day, and he wore that baler plumb out. So then he went and bought that 855, and then the old timer's just been robbing parts off of that other 851 throughout the years. So, but for some reason he swapped heads, the pickup heads. Even the young guy doesn't understand it, because he says the header was, or the pickup head was all wore out. So I might be, I don't know, I might just end up swapping those pickup heads around again. I don't know. I don't know if he'll give me the junk baler too or not, but probably should take it, because then I'll just take the pickup head off of that and put it back on, put the original one back on it. So I don't know, but we won't be using it anytime soon, obviously, but it would be nice to have it here, so then I could kind of look it over and, you know, tinker with it. So, there goes the ex-mayor. So, but yeah. So we may or may not be coming home with a new to us round baler. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use it, but I'm not going to be able to use it for a while anyway, because even if the 15.6 was fixed up, you would still have to look the baler over. I'm sure bearings are shot, because it's been sitting now since 2015, 2016, somewhere around that ballpark. She's been sitting, so she's been sitting a good while, but it sucks that it's been sitting outside, though. If it was sitting in a building, it'd be a different story, but nobody thinks to leave their balers in a building. Of course, if you don't have the space for it, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people do keep their round balers in, but I don't think the young guy does, and I don't think the old timer ever did either. It was mostly just his equipment. So, wow, that gouge is still there from when we picked up those bales. Yeah, that'll heal, but yeah, I don't know. There's a piece of plastic or something in the woods here. It's really windy today too. Like I said, the wind has picked up quite a bit since. I should have gotten out first thing in the morning and burned, I guess. It would have made more sense. Yeah, see, there's a piece of plastic here or something. I think that blew in. That actually looks new, so I don't know where the hell it would have come from. I know that looks like something you would have when you were building a new building, and you'd use that type of fabric to protect it. I know that over on North Dakota side, they're building a brand new building over there, but I don't think that would have come through all those woods. But what do I know? So, but yeah, other than that, a little bit of snow over there underneath that bridge, but that's to be expected. So, but ooh, that's a big hole. But yeah, it would be kind of nice, I guess, to, not that I'm gonna look at it, or, well, I might look at it, you know, but I'm not gonna put money into it. It definitely won't be this year, but it would be nice if it was over at my place, at least so I could look it over, you know, and maybe get a parts list together, and then later on order parts for it here and there. Right now the Blazer's top priority, and then once the Blazer's done, well, then it's going to be time for maintenance. This thing's going to need an engine oil change. It's down to like 20% oil life. I think I could milk. I'll definitely get the rest of this month out of it. Next month, I don't know. But then after that, it'll be the John Deere. I don't do Big Red anymore because obviously Big Red's not running. The 15A6, well, that's not running either. But after we do finally get the thing up and running again, and we get a new tire and everything put on it, I will do an oil change for it. It'll need one. I did change the oil in it, but that was back in 2021. I just don't think I put enough hours on it to justify changing the oil every fucking year in it. So I check it, but the problem with these old Internationals is that the oil, even if you put brand new oil in it, it immediately just gets black again, because apparently the way International designed these engines, they weren't that great. So what ended up happening is there's oil sitting in certain areas of the engine that never get drained out, and you mix that with the new oil at some point, well then it just makes the new oil look black. So I'll skip on the radio right now, but so I don't know, but I'm what was that? Yeah, so that was kind of a poor design on International's end there to build such a stupid design of an engine, but they sound good. They're easy to maintain, but I don't know. So, but yeah, I kind of would like to put more money into, it might be more in the fall time. I don't know. Maybe when we're kind of caught up with stuff a little bit. The 15.6 won't be going. I mean, I don't know if I'll get that. I don't want to take the torsion tube out unless I have the parts. So I would try to order all the parts. I'm sure I could get them here by winter. But yeah, I was kind of hoping to maybe put a little bit of money into the rake also. I want to buy a few new tines for it. I got one that's bent, because you can hear it clanking, because obviously it's hitting the bar or something. So I'd have to figure out which one is bent and just throw it away and put new ones on. But I kind of would like to put more on, because what I did, because I was missing so many tines, I guess depending on how you look at the rake, but it's the side that we use when we flip the hay. We're missing so many tines on that side that it wasn't really doing a good job picking up hay. So what I did is I moved the tines from the opposite end to that end, because we don't use that side of the bar anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it has teeth on it. I don't know if I'll ever put a full set of teeth on it for tines, because we're not using the full width of the bar or the rake, so it's never really going to matter. But I kind of would like to at least put a few new ones on, replace the ones that I know that are bent. There's a couple places that sell them, so then they're reasonable, I guess. I know some people, I guess they make plastic ones too. But people say they're not really that good. They break too easy. So I'm just gonna stick with metal. It might cost a little bit more, but that's what's on there now is metal tines, and they do just fine. They're getting wore out because they're old, but the last time I used the rake, I think I had it set too low to the ground, and I think a tine dug into the earth and then it snapped, because I heard one break. So eventually we're not going to have any tines on it, so I would like to try to order a set, at least replace the ones that are missing on that side and that are broken on that same side. So would be kind of nice at least. But everything, there goes the train. Everything needs work. The grain truck's not going to get a damn thing, obviously. It hasn't for a couple of years. That tire, that one steer tire, it leaks severely. So like you only get maybe, shit, somebody's coming. You only get about 20 minutes of freaking runtime on it. I don't know if they're gonna come down here, but I'll go over here, I guess. Somebody on a Ranger. They might come on the dike here, and here I'm blocking it, so I guess I'll just kind of get out of the way for now. But so yeah, but I would like to get some new tines for it. That'd be nice. But Blazer's top priority. I already have the drive belt, so that's my main concern. I got the new fuel cap in, and since I did put it in, because I haven't driven the Blazer much since I put it in, but so far I haven't had my check engine light come on, so maybe that's a positive thing there. Maybe we did fix it after all. So, well, maybe they're not going to come. I don't know. Whatever. So, but yeah, I do have the drive belt. That's the main thing I was wanting, because I have to go to I got my doctor appointment coming up, and I got to go to the cities for that. So, I'm going to have to, yeah. But I still have to order those 2 tensioners. And then, I might order that air conditioner belt too, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I mean, you're going to be that far into it, you might as well just fucking do it all and just be done with it. And at least then I'll know that it's fresh. Plus, I'll have it written down in the book too, to when it was all serviced. So, well, it never did come up, so they must have turned off. Whatever. I'm going to turn around and go back home, I guess. So. But yeah, that's what's going on. Got a new hat. I've had this hat for a couple of years. Well, I don't know, about a year now, but I just keep getting them all the time. The young guy, he only wants so many too, so then he dumps the rest on me. Which is not a huge deal, because I mean, I'll go through hats like crazy. So this will be my work hat now for 2025. And then we'll get like I said, I already got one for going to town. So, but this hat's actually both the same as my other hat that I was wearing before. It's nice and comfortable, but the one that I wear going to town, I don't know, it's not that comfortable. I don't know why. It's just not very comfortable. And plus this is all like really like curved. Whereas on this one, it's a little more flat, you know. It's still got a curve, but it's flatter. And I think I did try to fix that on that hat, but it never, they just never went away, so. Oh, that's where they went. They took the highway, I guess. I thought you guys were going to come on the dike, that's why I moved. I guess not, I guess you guys went the other way. Whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, though, so. I got to throw some gas in this thing, too. Probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, I know Greasy Six was he's already thinking about taking his snowblower off his John Deere. I don't know, I was thinking of leaving mine on for at least another week or two, but now I'm actually starting to see some green grass in certain areas, so probably next weekend, so another week away yet, I think I'll be taking it off. And plus I gotta, well, depending on the temperature, because I do have to paint it, I gotta throw some paint on it again. I don't know what the hell happened, but on the very top, at the back, it's missing 2 big chunks of paint. I don't know what happened. Must have hit something and then it shifted everything and then it cracked the paint. So I got to do that. I have 1 can of paint left, so that day that it was going to get 80 out would have been a good day to do it. Even yesterday would have been a fantastic day to do it, but I was busy doing other stuff, so didn't really get the chance to. So yeah, but whenever I can get the John Deere, whenever I can kind of get my timing right together to where I want to take it off and also paint it, I'm going to paint it first and then I'll take it off. I'm going to grease it too, though. I'm going to throw a little fresh grease in there for it. Grease it up, spin it over a little bit, and then it'll be coming off. But we could also still get one more big dumping of snow yet too. You just never know. Because we've had years like this too. Like, you know, all of a sudden it's really nice out. You know, like we're already getting the summer stuff ready to go. We're pulling out the garden hoses. We're getting the tractors ready for the summer. Just like I got the A ready for the summer. And, you know, another week or two from now, we could get a foot of snow. You just freaking never really know. But you're never going to move it. You're just going to make the blower work too hard. And it's just really not worth it. I think I'd just let it freaking melt. But I don't know. We're getting some green grass, so maybe it really is done with. I don't know. Yeah. I would say probably with at least within one more week. One more week, and then I'm thinking I might take mine off too. But I don't know. I'm not gonna really be in that big of a hurry because I don't really have to do anything to my mower deck for once. Besides just general maintenance, which is just easy shit. Just grease it. Check the gearbox for oil. Put it on the John Deere. And I can have all that done in just a couple hours. Well, it seems like it takes a couple hours, but maybe an hour. It just depends on how quick I want to get done with it. If you have, this might be a year where I kind of just take my time. I've had other years you're kind of in a hurry, but I like to try to get my timing right, so that way I'm not in such a hurry and I can kind of just take my time with everything. But if I can get the blower off, paint it, get it off, grease it, take it off, put it back in the shop, tarp it, then that'll be it. We're officially done moving snow for the year. So we moved a lot of snow this year, but we've had way worse. I think 2021 was the worst year because I think that was the year I got the snowblower too. We had a lot of snow that year, so but this year not so. I mean, we got a lot of snow, but not like that, not like 2021. But I don't know. I'm not going to complain. It's done and over with now, so let's just let it go. Forget it. Winter's done. Looks like the snow's melting pretty quick over at Roosty Six's place. It's pretty much gone here, but last video he did, it looked like a lot of it had already melted, which is good. You got to get rid of the snow. You're not gonna warm up if there's still snow on the ground, because the snow is putting off cold moisture and cold air, and that's just going to keep it colder all the longer. But since we got rid of all our snow now, the frost will start coming out of the ground, and then, I mean, it looks like the grass is trying to start growing, but it's going to be a couple of weeks yet before the grass really does anything. So I don't know. Don't want to get too cocky, I guess, but I'm just happy to. I think we got kind of an earlier spring, just by a little bit. Because there's been years there's still been snow on the ground at this time. So I think that one year we even had snow in frickin' May, but it was only for that one day and it was pretty much gone. But that's still unacceptable. You know. So hopefully we get a good amount of rain this year to kind of, you know, for this grass, because I don't think we got enough for snow. That's probably all evaporating because the ground hasn't unthawed much to allow moisture to sink. But I don't know. We'll get rain yet, but how much we'll get, I don't know. I hope we get a good amount. It just needs to shut off at least by the end of June. Let the fields dry out for a week, and then we can start cutting hay. You know, it's fucking crazy to think that already. Haying season's just right around the corner again. Believe it or not, it's gonna come quick. So, and then before you know it, it's back to frickin' winter again. So, but, ooh, spun out that time. But yeah, I'm glad to see the snow gone. I just wish it would get a little warmer out now. I mean, what it's doing now isn't bad. Yeah, I'm in a sweater, but that's just because the wind is cold. Other than that, it wouldn't be too bad. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and we may or may not be coming home with a new to West Baylor. So it's not brand new, obviously. It's an 851, but if the young guy's willing to give it away for free, I'll be stupid enough, I guess, and take it. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess I have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.